taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will put total effort to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UCLA's offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yet defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Oregon's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He'll try to do it himself. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air, it's Murphy. The screen, and watch out! And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown. Bruins. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still running at the 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Ducks are flying down the field. That's caught. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, we're going to have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Unloads quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played 1, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Trying play action. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Tight end finds a soft spot. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To throw, it's Murphy. Got the quick pass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the sticks. It's Napier. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. I'll tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bruins will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Murphy. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down work.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defense.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the 1st half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely center cut. And they go back on top. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Lost a throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
That's reeled in. It's Matthews. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got his man quickly. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Running into the open space. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can...
Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Missouri came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tight end in motion and see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
No huddle here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. completes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bringing the heat. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Moore will throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
He's going to run it. He breaks the tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The run from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Send the tight end in motion. With jet sweep pass. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. Got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and their hit that time helped force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're